Rigsby here, busy mom fat loss expert and author of FitYummyMummy, along with several fat loss resources to help busy moms get an even better body after having a baby. And today I want to tell you about the biggest mistake that you are making with your interval training workouts that is essentially preventing you from burning as much fat as you have the ability to do so. And what is that mistake? Well, first of all, remember that interval training is your cardio shortcut. You can cut your cardio time in half, if not more, those of you who tend to do 60 to 90 minutes. And the key to interval training is that it is intense. So you are getting an intense fat-burning cardio workout in just 15 minutes. The biggest mistake that I see a lot of moms making when they do interval training is that they are not truly recovering during those bouts of all-out intensity. Remember, you're alternating work periods with recovery periods. And what do I mean by not taking a break or not taking enough of a break? Well, active recovery refers to the fact that you are still kind of moving around, but at a much lower intensity in order for your body to get that break before you have to go back into that work period and give your all-out most. Going and pushing, like on a scale of 1 to 10 for that rate of perceived exertion, that you are striving for that 9. 10 kind of makes you want to pass out. I don't really tell people to work out until they puke. I mean, that's kind of pointless. But if you're around the 8 or 9, that's what you want to go for each work period. And if you think about it, for a 15-minute interval training session, let's say you're doing timed intervals of 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of active recovery, that's a really popular one, you're going to have to repeat those rounds 15 times. So that means you have 15 opportunities to really push it and crank it and work it. And if you're not truly recovering between those 30 seconds of all-out intensity, the ability for you to push during each of those rounds begins to decline. In essence, your overall intensity of your interval training workout begins to decline as well. And remember, the whole key to interval training is intensity. This is not about how many calories can I burn. Calorie burn is only one part of the big picture. Nor is it about, I gotta keep my heart rate up. No, that's traditional cardio. That was working against your fat burning results. So this is a matter of when you work intensely enough during that 15-minute block of time, your body is able to burn more for the next 24 to 48 hours afterwards. And what is that about? That is called EPOC. Or otherwise, very simply stated, the afterburn effect. Now, your body is only going to be able to go into that afterburn effect if you've truly worked intensely enough. So, in order to help you avoid the biggest mistake that you are making with your interval training, I want to give you an example. Going off of the 30-30 timed interval protocol, so this is how you know if you're doing it right or not. I'm going to choose to do squat in and outs. I'm going to pretend like I'm doing it for 30 seconds. So here we go. So I've got this. This is nice and intense. And I'm tracking, keeping those reps up, staying low, feeling that burn. And I shouldn't be able to talk if I'm truly doing an interval training session. So if you've got my sound tracks, you'll hear me say stop, so recover. Now recovery does not mean, okay, I gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Because now the next time, if that's what you're doing, the next time you get down here, and let's say I was able to get 20 squat in and outs within that 30-second period, now I'm struggling to get 10, or maybe even 15. And then when I go and do my jumping jacks again, I'm struggling to even do the jumping jacks. So by the time I'm done with that interval training workout, sure, I might be laying on the floor, unable to move for the next hour, on the verge of puking, which that's a sign that's too much. But what's going to happen is you're not going to get the same afterburn effect if you're truly not able to push it for each of those 15-minute or each of those 30-second work periods. If you're not truly able to keep up with that intensity of that work move. So what I say is that you'll want to, and I do this without shame, with the Hit It with Holly interval training workout program, the new 6-week high-intensity interval training program, I demonstrate for you. I'm working out with you, so I'm sweating with you, but I'm showing you that for an active recovery, there's no shame and just marching in place. And mentally preparing for the fact that, okay, if I just said to myself, that was 30 seconds of squat in and outs, I did 20, I'm going into the next round. 20 is my goal. I got to meet it or beat it. That tells me I'm able to stay high, I'm able to maintain that high intensity during that work period. There's no shame in marching. The biggest mistake that you are making is doing too much during the active recovery. It's recovery for a reason. So, the next time that you go to do your interval training workouts, I want you to kind of come up with an idea of what you can do for your active recoveries, because you already know what you're doing for your intense moves, right? If not, then you better get the program, hit it with Holly, and take the guesswork out. Not the hard work, just the guesswork. And then coming up with a plan of, okay, maybe for my active recovery, I could do some type of dynamic movement, maybe like toy soldiers, leg swings, arm circles. So you're still moving, but it's not at all close to the intensity at which you were working. So having a handful of ideas and knowing that you can always just default to this, walking over and getting a towel or a glass of water, that's okay. That's what you should be doing. It's okay to recover. Remember, this is different than traditional cardio. This is about pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, but then taking a break, and then pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone and alternating through that for a full 15 minutes. I have more tips for you when it comes to getting the most out of your interval training workout. Stay tuned all this week for video tips like this. If you like it, let me know below. Let me know if you have any questions. And definitely let me know what a difference it makes to the intensity of your interval training workouts when you truly have that active recovery built in correctly into your interval training workout. Once again, all this week, Hit with Holly, on sale. Check it out.